quite sure about this. There's still a certain amount of hostility towards the Canis, even given the time since the war.
You know as well as I do. It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. It's the message we're sending that's important. The liberals are pressuring us at home, as well as out there in the colonies. The opportunity to give us back the home field advantage was just too good to pass up.
There'll be some fallout from this, Ellen. I can't imagine a lot of the hardliners will be too happy about it, let alone Van Meyer and his cronies in the Liberals. You're stealing their thunder.
Someone had to do it, and it just so happens I was in the right place at the right time. Look, Eva, I'm not some glory hound looking to make her mark in the history books.
I know that.
I know. I'm sorry, Eva. I shouldn't take this out on you. It's just the amount of pressure I'm under with all this.
Don't worry about it. You should really think about taking some time off when this is all over. Get away for a while. Unwind.
Ground floor, lobby.
Yeah, I'm sure the intergalactic press will let that happen.
Eva, Madam President.
Admiral, what's the problem?
We've heard some rumblings from our agents. It's possible it could be a very serious threat in your life, ma'am.
You mean more serious than usual?
Madam President, there are plenty of people out there with reasons to hate the Canis, and anyone who is going to go out on a limb to make additional overtures to them is likely to become a prime target. This is Major Valan. He's in charge of your security detail.
Madam President, I have two of my best men waiting to escort you to the Parliament building. They're outside with an unmarked vehicle now.
Don't you think this is a little over the top?
Madam President, Ellen, we can't risk taking any chances. It only takes one lucky nut. And I, for one, don't want to be presiding over a state funeral. Thank you very much.
Fine. Very well, Ian, if you think it's best.
I do.
It's better to be safe than sorry, Madam President.
You sound just like my mother at times, Eva.
Well, someone has to look after you.
Woohoo! Good morning to you all. As you're aware, today marks the 10th anniversary of the end of the Stellar War. And this day, which we of the Alliance have celebrated since as a holiday, we extend the hand of peace to our former foes, in the hope that greater understanding will blossom between our peoples, and that we can carry that understanding forward into the future. I will speak more formally later, but please excuse me. I have an appointment I can't be late for.
She's leaving now. I trust everything is prepared?
I don't know why, but I'm feeling rather jittery.
You don't know why? Ellen, you're about to take the biggest step forward in peace in a decade.
No. I meant I'm feeling really jittery.
Oh, I see. Yes. Can we find a rest stop somewhere?
Yes, ma'am.
A rest stop? The President needs to stop for a few minutes?
Oh, of course, ma'am.
Why didn't you go before we left?
Now you really do sound like my mother.
Give me a few seconds just to check it out, ma'am. Yep. There's no one here, ma'am. I'll go and wait outside, ma'am.
Yes, Ensign?
This note was just delivered, sir. It's marked for your attention.
Who gave you this note?
It was hand-delivered by a courier, sir. Shall I say if she can be found?
There's no point now. Guard,
Sir?
get hold of security details shadowing the President's car as fast as you can.
Yes, sir.
I only hope they get to her in time.
What's wrong, sir?
That was confirmation of something I was afraid of, son. Something that's really going to set the cat amongst the pigeons.
Shh. How long is she going to be in there?
Something's wrong. Oh my God!
And there were no towels. I ask you, what were they thinking?
So, do you think the Canis will really be prepared to give up their militaristic aims?
I doubt it. Their whole society revolves around combat and death. How can they simply throw that away after so many thousand years? I have my doubts about this whole thing, to speak the truth.
Come now, gentlemen. This is hardly the time for such speculation. I'm sure all our questions will be answered soon enough.
Good morning, Alliance. I'm Jeff Baxter, and we're going live to the Parliament Building in Hawaii to pick up the preliminary proceedings in today's historic address. We are extremely privileged to be witness to these events. I'm sure the coming hours will be long remembered for their impact on the face of the future.
Where is everyone? They should be here by now. I hope nothing's wrong.
I'm sorry, sir, there's been a complication.
What do you mean? Complication?
Well, the ambassador hasn't arrived yet.
What? First the President and now the ambassador? There's barely 15 minutes before they're due before the Assembly.
He did send this note explaining that he was unavoidably delayed. It asked, could this hollow be shown to start the proceedings?
I hardly think it's a matter of choice at this point, do you? Well, what are you waiting for? Go and give this to the techs.
Distinguished members of the Alliance Council, I have been asked to express the regrets of the Canis ambassador and the President. Both have been delayed by matters beyond their control. The ambassador has, however, provided us with this pre-recorded message in the meantime.
My fellow ambassadors and representatives of the United Stellar Alliance, I address you today on the 10th cycle of our defeat in battle by your forces. There are some amongst you who would deem us enemies for a lifetime. There are some amongst you who would call us friend, partner, ally. To these I say, fools. Yes, fools, for they are the ones who do not understand what being Canis means to us. It is everything we are, heart, body, and soul. It is the very essence of what we are, and you seek to diminish us by offering the poor of friendship? We laugh at your pathetic attempts to befriend us. It shows how soft and weak you have become. But it also offends us. We, who took our first steps into the stars before the pathetic humans had even raised their ape faces from the dirt. Before the Lap Cats had discovered the secrets the Ancient Ones had left upon their world. You are not fit to be ranked alongside the Canis, and we shall show you your folly in daring to presume friendship with us. We were disgraced 10 years ago. We were denied our destiny, but no more. As this message plays to you, our mighty fleet is poised to take control of the Notar system. The refineries and supplies of Cerium are our payment for the 10 years of humiliation you have forced us to endure. We will not sit idly by and let our shame haunt us any longer. We will take that which was denied us and use it to teach you your error. You could not protect yourselves against our newest technology. You could not shelter your weak soldiers from our power. And you shall not prevent us from taking our due reparations. We will no longer stand by and allow you to deride us. We have waited 10 years, and now we shall exact our revenge.
Admiral, Agent Richards. I'm at the scene of the abduction. Not much I can say. The President is missing. No one knows if she was taken by force or not, and no one saw anything.
And Eva?
She's here, sir, but she's being held incommunicado.
Damn it. I want to speak to her.
I'm sorry, sir, no can do. Procedure is we hold anyone who is last in contact with the abductee for questioning. Don't worry, sir, we've got a handle on it.
And you expect me to be happy with that answer, Agent Richards?
It'll have to do, sir. It's the only one I can give. You need to get on to Vice President Karev. Sir, until he get a lid on this, he's in charge. Richards out.
Gentlemen, please sit. I understand there has been an incident with President McKinley?
Sir, it is our duty to inform you that as of 1700 hours Earth Standard Time, you are the acting executive officer of the United Stellar Alliance.
Good God!
Sir, There's a press conference call for 1930 hours at the Parliament building. A shuttle will be here to collect you in about 30 minutes.
That doesn't give me long to consider what I'm going to say.
I know, sir. I'm sorry about that. We need to ease the public's fears as soon as possible. We can't have them running around like headless chickens. This situation with the Emperor is bad enough, as it is, without uncontrolled public speculations about the President making it worse.
So the reports are true then. The Canis are threatening to invade the Notar system.
Sir, if the Canis get their paws on Notar, our whole fleet will be dead in space in a week. Without that Cerium...
Our ships will be out of fuel and useless.
Thank you, gentlemen. I will be ready for the shuttle when it arrives.
Very well, Mr. President.
So, President Kirev has a nice ring to it, don't you think?
What do you want, Nicholas? As you can imagine, I'm rather busy.
So it's true then, is it? McKinley has gone missing.
Word certainly travels fast around here. Now, as I said, what do you want?
What do I want? This is just a social call.
Don't give me that line. You heard what had happened and wanted to try and be the first one to get in on the Advisory Act, didn't you?
Ah, Valenko. You always were intuitive. Just so happens I might be able to help you.
And why precisely would you want to do that?
Listen, Valenko. I know we haven't always seen eye to eye on everything, and God knows we've had our fair share of fallouts. But I think underneath it all, we both have the same exact goal in sight, don't we?
And that would be?
Well, of course, that's peace.
Of course, but the kind of peace you advocate leaves us wide open for the likes of the Canis to walk in and dominate us.
I admit, our policies might have seemed a little extreme. Well, to you. But surely now you can see why, given the current situation.
I don't follow you.
Listen, 13 years ago we made a mistake. We blindly rushed into a situation that we knew very little about, and promptly got ourselves embroiled in what amounts to a blood feud that's been going on for generations. The Canis and the Kaitar will never sit down and never talk about their differences. You know that, and I know that. I mean, even they know that. Everyone knows it. And that means we're risking more with every passing year.
So your answer is to pull out of the Articles of Alliance. Go it alone.
Why not? Listen, just hear me out. The Kaitar never used to be a warrior race. Ever since the Canis invaded their homeworld some 200 years ago, they've changed. Their whole culture has changed. They used to be about peace and art and music. And now, all they think about is where the next weapon is coming from, who's going to build the bigger bomb, so that they feel safe. So of course the Canis go out and they build bigger weapons, and so they feel safer, and so on, and so on, and so on it goes. And there's no end to it. And the only ones who are going to get hurt are the ones in the middle, us, the human race.
You're beginning to sound a lot like a certain 20th century dictator.
Maybe I am, but deep down, you know that I'm right, and that's what worries you. See, I can face up to these big, scary truths that you can't. Valenko, you have a unique opportunity here. You might almost say it was God-given. You can set the path of the Earth Protectorate back on the path of a lasting peace.
But that's what we all want.
Really, honestly. I know President McKinley always wanted peace. I always feared that the fleet had her over a barrel and wouldn't allow her the freedom she needed to take us down the right path. Maybe that's why she disappeared. Maybe she just couldn't face the pressure of the whole process anymore. You're different. You're new. You don't have any preconceived prejudice. No axe to grind. You're your own man. Your own man with a chance to make a difference, a real difference. Think about it. I'll be catching the shuttle back to Hawaii, and if you want to talk about it, you know where I'll be.
At 1700 today, President Ellen McKinley has disappeared. For the present, we have no reason to believe that she's been harmed in any way, and we are making every effort to ensure that she is returned alive and unharmed at the earliest opportunity. At the present time, I am undertaking to ensure that the President's desire to see that our anniversary celebrations continue as she would have wanted. And as such, I am fully committed to following through her plans to forge a lasting peace with the Canis Imperium. We are undertaking talks at the moment that are designed to ensure that a mutually agreeable settlement can be reached over any outstanding grievances that the Empire might have. I thank you for your attention. Unfortunately, I am not able to answer any questions at this time.
I have to say, Mr. President, that I thought the tone of the speech was a little ominous, shall we say.
I'm not sure I follow you, Admiral.
It almost sounded as if you were hinting the possibility to deal with the Canis. I hope it was just my poor hearing and not what you were actually saying.
I'm pretty sure that President Kirev was entirely sure of what he was saying in that speech, Admiral.
I'm not sure the Vice President is aware of the situation, Mr. Mayor. I'm also quite sure he's aware that we are doing everything we can to locate and retrieve the President safely, and that our peace efforts do not involve making deals with a nation that has effectively threatened to commit an act of war.
Of course, Admiral, of course. I wouldn't dream of accusing you of doing anything to, shirk your duty. Far from it. You have to understand the President's current situation. He has to make sure that President McKinley's wishes are carried out in the unlikely event that she might not return to us.
If you are implying in any way that I...
Admiral, please. We are all suffering the effects of the President's disappearance. In the meantime, however, it is my duty as acting head of state to ensure that the safety of the Alliance and its citizens is properly taken care of, however that may be accomplished in the most efficient manner possible.
Are you saying...
I am saying nothing, Admiral. I am saying that we are weighing all our options carefully before making any decisions as to which way we should go. I refuse to rush blindly into a situation which could cause us to needlessly place Alliance citizens at risk.
Jesus, I don't believe I'm hearing this.
I understand that one of your friends might have been present at the site of McKinley's disappearance, Admiral. Has there been any news?
I'm sorry, what?
Miss Salvatore. I understand she was with the President at the time.
Yes, she was.
Has there been any news?
Not yet, sir, no. Security are holding all of those present for the questioning at the moment. I can't get anyone to speak to me about what is happening.
I have known Eva a long time, Admiral. I have always found her a truthful and sincere individual. I am sure she is cooperating completely and will be allowed to go in due course.
I hope so, sir.
I'm sure she's fine, Admiral. I wouldn't worry.
Thank you, sir.
I'm afraid we must go. There is a great deal to do and precious little time in which to do it. I will see you later, I hope, Admiral.
I'm looking forward to it.
Admiral, we're redlining the jump engines and burning cerium like it's going out of fashion. But our ETA at the Sol system is still 12 hours.
Can't you coax any more speed out of her?
No, sir. My chief engineer says if we push her any harder, then the core feeds will melt and then we're screwed.
We can't send a message via FTL comms while we're in jump. We can't transmit down because of the time we'd lose doing it. Damn it, if only we could...
Sir, we just received a flash transmission via the secure command link.
From where?
Encoded Code Blue 0, sir.
Code Blue 0? I've never heard of that classification before.
Yeah, fortunately I have. Put it on speakers, Lieutenant.
At 1700 today, President Ellen McKinley has disappeared.
The president's been abducted?
That's what a Code Blue Zero is.
Harmed in any way,
Looks like intelligence was right.
Wait a second. You knew about this?
We knew about the possibility, yeah. Alliance Intelligence had an agent inside the network of spies on Earth.
Earth has spies?
You ain't that naive, Sarah. Every stellar nation has them in place in foreign governments, monitoring each other. We heard some rumblings about a plan to abduct the president a few months ago, but we didn't realize it was tied into this. Seems like somebody's taking advantage of the current situation to make their move.
And here we are, stuck out here, not able to do a damn thing.
Sir?
What is it, Lieutenant?
Jump drive works by increasing the inertial mass of the ship to a point where it distorts space-time and we get catapulted into jump space, yeah?
And your point is?
Well, if our mass is what's limiting how far we can go and how fast, can't we just increase our mass?
That's an admirable idea, Lieutenant. But unfortunately, we don't happen to have several million tons available to do that.
No, maybe not. But there might be another way. Helm, where are we right now?
Sector 2.8, sir.
Isn't that close to the Charybdis system?
We're about 5 minutes away at current speed, sir.
Alter course and prepare to transit down from jump drive.
Aye, aye, sir.
Transit down? We're supposed to be trying to get to Earth, not stopping for some sightseeing.
Admiral, the Charybdis system contains a Class II neutron star. It's designated a hazard to shipping due to the gravitational instability of the area.
You want to use the star to increase the mass of the ship and try for a longer jump, don't you?
It's risky, but I don't think we have any other options.
You're risking this entire ship on a wild guess?
Sir, if it means that we have the potential to prevent a war before it starts, I think that's worth any risk.
Yep. You're your daddy's girl, all right.
You can tell him that when you pay him back the 50 credits you still owe him. Helm, plot a direct jump for Sol from here. Engineering, I need as much power and jump drive stability as you can give me. Let's get to work, people. Time is of the essence. Engineering, what's the score, Mr. Denny?
We're as late as we can be, sir. I can't promise we won't shake apart or explode the second we enter jump, though.
I'll bear that in mind, thank you. Helm, how's the course coming along?
I think I've got it, sir. Computing a jump course manually overriding the safety interlocks isn't an exact science, but it's the best I can do.
This is the captain. We're about to use the gravitational influence of Charybdis to slingshot us further and faster into jump space in an effort to reach Earth faster. As you may no doubt be aware, there is a current crisis facing the Alliance, and it is our duty to do what we can to prevent it if possible, or defend our worlds if not. Good luck. See you on the other side. Helm, engage impellers and prepare the jump drive at my command.
Aye, sir. Impellers engaged.
Range to the star's ionosphere?
120,000 kilometers. 100,000 kilometers. 80,000 kilometers. 60,000 kilometers.
Engage jump drive on my mark.
40,000. 20,000.
Engage jump now!
Instrument
drop out yet, Commander. Just a few more seconds.
Sir, we're at terminal velocity. If we don't decelerate now...
Helm, stand by for emergency deceleration.
Aye, sir, standing by.
Engage! All sections, report.
Systems are all but dead, sir. Our main systems crashed with us driving out so fast. We're bringing up secondary systems now.
Did we make it?
Checking stellar plot now, sir.
What's that up ahead?
It's Jupiter, sir. We made it.
Good job, everyone.
Well done. Good call, Sarah. Your daddy'd be proud.
Well, you can tell him when you next see him.
I'm detecting incoming vessels.
That'll be the outer system picket.
This is Cell Defense Flight KC-462. State your ident and purpose.
Flight KC-462. This is USS Destiny. We have just completed an emergency jump. We need assistance.
Destiny, you guys are in a lot of trouble.
I'm sure, but we have massive damage. Our systems are down and we have casualties. Can we talk about the other thing later?
We'll direct rescue vessels to your position ASAP, Destiny. Hold on. Sir, we're detecting a small long-range craft heading in our direction.
That was quick.
No, sir. It's not an Alliance ship. It's a Canis transport.
Given the current situation, this isn't a very clever place for a Canis vessel to be.
She's issuing ambassadorial signals, sir.
Why aren't those fighters intercepting that ship?
Transmitting a diplomatic ident. You think they're going to risk an interstellar incident on the eve of such a historic event?
But surely everyone knows the situation by now.
I doubt it. I'm betting right now those politicians are running around like chickens with their heads cut off, trying to decide what to do. By the time somebody makes a decision, that ship's going to be halfway to Wolfhaven.
Ah, you're awake at last.
What is going on? Where am I? Where are you taking me? Who are you?
Lots of questions and very little time to answer any of them, I'm afraid.
Who are you?
Another good question, and one I can't answer at the moment, I'm afraid, Madame President. Trust me when I say I'm not your enemy.
Oh, not my enemy, and trust you? Oh, forgive me, I've been drugged, locked up, taken away from my homeworld against my will, and you really think I'm going to just smile and be all friendly with you?
Look, I understand your feelings about this.
No you don't. I'm being held prisoner. I don't even know where I am or what's going on. Give me some answers.
Well, to answer your second question first, you were taken to delay any response to the planned annexation of the Notar system.
Notar? Why would the Canis want the cerium deposits? They want to starve the fleet of fuel.
I can't talk at the moment. There's a lot I need to tell you, and we haven't got time to... Damn it.
Is our guest comfortable?
For the moment. She's understandably annoyed at the turn of events.
Annoyed? You don't know the half of it, lady. Who are you people? What is going on? I've had it with this treatment.
President McKinley, how easy it was to take you away from your home. You Alliance politicians are far too trusting when it comes to offering friendship to your enemies.
The Canis aren't our enemies. The war is over. That was 10 years ago.
The war was never over for the Canis. They're warriors. They live for battle and die in battle. Their whole purpose in life is to conquer the weak. They'll crush the Alliance as they should have done 10 years ago if their cowardly leaders hadn't fled from the fight.
Their society couldn't take anymore. I've read the reports. Starvation, disease. They were bleeding their populace dry to fund the conflict. They couldn't sustain the losses they were taking. Their leaders.
Their leaders were fools. In war, the weak are always sacrificed for the good of the strong. It's the way of things. And instead they scraped and bowed to their foe, groveling like worms and staining their honor. Some of them couldn't stand by and let their race be reduced to simpering weaklings. They weren't successful then. Now they will be.
You think the Canis invading Alliance space will redeem their lost honor? You're mad!
They're the destined lords of this galaxy, Madam President. They'll regain the honor they lost 10 years ago or die in the attempt. 10 years of their pain and humiliation will be swept away in a glorious tide of blood.
I don't believe I'm hearing this. You want to restart a war no one can win. Don't you see?
Oh, can't they? I think you'll find that the shoe, as they say, is firmly on the other foot now, Madam President. I think I shall enjoy your reaction as you see your valiant forces burn and run.
You're mad! You're trying to commit genocide! You're driving thousands to death and destruction!
She seems a little distressed.
She'll be more distressed when Earth's sky is burning and the Canis exact their final revenge.
Captain's log, 2306-469. We have overhauled escape craft from Daedalus Station. They had abandoned the facility 6 hours before, after the USS Damocles under Captain Roger Evans set off for the Arcania Belt to delay the arrival of the Marauders. She did not return, and all attempts by Commodore Travis's staff to contact her have proved futile. I believe the Damocles to be lost with all hands. After being assured by Commodore Travis that his people could reach the safety of Notar, we have resumed our hunt for the Marauder. It has been 8 hours now, and still no sign.
Sector 30 clear. Nothing to report but more asteroids loaded with cerium deposits. Moving on to Sector 3.1.
Anything to report, Mr. Harper?
Nothing, sir. A big, fat nothing. Again. 8 hours of nothing but empty space and gas-filled rocks to look at.
Chin up, Mr. Harper. It won't be too long before we start getting shot at, I'm sure.
I can hardly contain my enthusiasm, sir.
Engineering to bridge.
Ryan here. Go ahead, Mr. Frost.
We've been on this for about 8 hours, sir. I'm going to need to take the jump engines offline for about 30 minutes to let them cool off.
Problems, Lieutenant Commander?
Nothing too serious, sir. The shakedown pushed us pretty far in terms of testing the systems, but this is the first prolonged run we've had since leaving dry dock. I just want to make sure that if we do get into a scrap, I can get us out of it.
Well, if you can guarantee me we've got jump power when I need it, then...
I can have the engines back online faster than you can shout for it, sir. Count on it.
I will, Mr. Frost. Bridge out.
Is that wise, sir?
Commander?
Taking the engines offline if we get caught by surprise.
Mr. Leyland, if we get caught by surprise, we deserve to let them get the first shot in. With the sensors this ship has...
Sir, hard contact 3 kilometers low on our starboard aft beam. Signature matches the Marauder vessel.
Where the hell did it come from?
It must have used the asteroids to mask its sensor signature, sir. Our sensors couldn't detect it before it reached that way.
They're nearly up our arse, Mr. Harper.
God damn it! Tactical!
Sir, our targeting AI can't get a solid lock on it. All the cerium in those rocks must be confusing the weapon sensors.
Scan for the power signature. Use manual locks when you pick up the highest power concentration.
Sir, she's gone weapons hot.
Helm, evasive action. Full impellers. All crew to battle stations. This is it, people. Mr. Frost, where are my damn engines?
Well, she got her free shot, sir.
Very witty, Mr. Leyland. Lieutenant, where's my weapons lock?
Trying, sir. She's a slippery bugger.
Harper, swing us around to port. Nolan, guess if you have to. Forward batteries. Fire as she bears.
Man, what is our status?
We have sustained minor damage to maneuvering thrusters, my lord. No critical systems have been affected.
Good. Then you will return fire with more effect than your last attempt.
As you command, my lord. Returning fire with all the weapons.
Damage report!
Minor damage to rear ventral surfaces. Some plate buckling on the aft section. Nothing serious.
Yes, you bastard. You thought you'd cripple us and then finish us off like you did the others, didn't you? Well, I got news for you, Sonny. Now you've gone and made me mad.
Report!
The enemy vessel is turning, my lord.
What? How is that possible?
She took a barrage from our main batteries, my lord. She should be dead in space.
Obviously, this one is harder than it looks. No matter. Power off our ion cannons. If she cannot move, she cannot run away. And then she will be at our mercy.
Sir, detecting a massive build-up in her forward emitters.
A build-up of what, Mr. Nolan?
Sensors read ionic energy. Shit, sir. They're charging an ion weapon.
Jesus. Even Odyssey can't take a direct hit for the ion cannon. Sir, if we get hit by that...
Yes, Mr. Leyland. We'll be dead in the water, I know. Turn her, Mr. Harper. Get us between those asteroids and that ship.
Sir, with all the serum those rocks are loaded with,
Precisely, Lieutenant Commander. She won't try to use an ion weapon if she doesn't have a clear shot. The particle ignition might cause a chain reaction and blow her up too.
You're taking a mighty big risk, Captain.
Noted, Mr. Leyland. Engage impellers. Mr. Frost.
She is running, my lord.
Zeus, dears man. I want to see that ship a cloud of expanding gas.
Go ahead.
Sorry about that, sir. We just had a little difficulty getting the drives to come back up.
We've been having a little difficulty up here as well. Thank you, Mr. Frost. Better late than never.
She's hard on our aft quarter, sir.
Damn mongrels are hard to shake.
You're doing great, Mr. Harper.
Incoming fire!
Damn! What's the score, Mr. Leyland?
Some nasty damage to our maneuvering pods. One of our main drive pods is misfiring.
Jesus!
Mr. Nolan!
Not good, sir. That last volley took out our mass driver magazine.
Shit! Okay, now this is becoming more than annoying.
You think, sir?
Remind me to have a chat about command style after this, Commander. Okay, Mr. Harper. I want you to give me a 10-second burst of full impellers, and then I want you to bring us about. Full stop.
Sir, that'll leave us stopped dead right in her path.
Are you having problems following an order, Mr. Harper?
No, sir.
I see I wasn't misled about your skills, Lieutenant.
Hold up, you fool!
Just what I didn't need right now, another haircut. Full ahead. Get us back into cover, Mr. Harper.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Leyland, Lieutenant, get down to forward gun control and find me something to shoot.
Aye, sir.
Aye, sir.
You can run, Alliance cowards, but you cannot hide from me for long.
Okay. What do we do now?
Improvise, sir. We need something we can use as ammo. Anything will do. Obviously, the bigger the better.
There's plenty of wreckage around.
I doubt Chief Frost will be happy with us shooting bits of the Odyssey around. He's rather attached to it.
Well, you're the tactical officer. What tactic do you suggest we do?
As I said, we improvise. We need something soft, ideally, to get a maximum impact area.
Ben, status report?
Leyland here, sir. We're trying to find something we can use.
Anything, Mr. Leyland. I'd suggest the kitchen sink if there was one to hand. Lieutenant, I need something in about 5 minutes, or we're all space dust.
Leave it with me, Captain. We'll fire something, even if I have to climb in the tube myself.
Not a very tempting prospect, Lieutenant. Commander, I need you back up here.
On my way, sir. You gonna be alright?
Yeah, you get going, sir. I'll sort it.
You were joking about shooting yourself out of the tube, weren't you?
Me? No. Ink, Alan. Ink! There's got to be something we can shoot. We've got to give these buggers a good kicking.
Give me a lead, Harper. We need to bring the main gun around.
I'm trying, sir, but the pilot of that thing is no novice. He's matching us move for move.
Well, you're the helmsman. What do you suggest?
We could slam the brakes on, sir, if you know what I mean.
Then do it!
Firing braking thrusters.
Nolan is trying to sort out the main gun, sir.
Well, if he can't, we might be down to using Odyssey as a weapon.
You can't seriously be thinking of using her as a ram?
I think I know a little bit about ramming tactics, Mr. Leyland.
Sir, we need to do something quickly. She's starting to come about.
Mr. Nolan, please tell me we have something to shoot.
Yes, sir. You can fire when ready. Just don't expect a big bang.
Harper, what's the composition of those asteroids up ahead?
Same as all the others. Rock, pockets of cerium gas.
Good. Target the ones between us and the Marauder.
You can't be serious, sir.
It's a calculated risk, Commander, and I intend to take it. Harper, move us in. On my command, fire the jump engines for 5 seconds.
Sir, firing the engines with no course will just throw us forward.
I'm aware of that, Lieutenant. Carry out my orders.
Yes, sir.
The fool cannot be thinking that he can ram us.
Shall we change course, my lord?
No. I doubt this Alliance captain has the gall to try and do so. Continue with approach.
Steady. Steady. Steady.
We're getting awfully close, sir.
Stay on course, Mr. Harper.
Sir.
I know what I'm doing, Commander.
I have a solid lock on the largest asteroid with the biggest cerium concentration, sir.
Jump drive on my command. Mr. Leyland, fire! Helm, engage, now!
Firing, sir.
Jump drive engaged.
My lord!
Very clever, Captain.
I thought you said don't expect a big bang, Mr. Nolan. Commander, damage report.
We caught the edge of the blast wave as it entered jump space, sir. Major damage to rear drive assemblies. Weapon systems offline. We've got red lights across the board.
Engineering to bridge. That's it, sir. The jump engines just went south.
Can you do anything with them?
Yes, sir. With a fully equipped repair bay in maybe 6 months. But anytime soon, not a chance, sir. Sorry.
Well, it could have been worse. Where are we, Mr. Harper?
Just outside the limits of the Notar system, sir. We didn't get far.
Well, at least we aren't too far from a safe dock. Welcome back, Mr. Nolan. Lieutenant, where are your boots?
Don't ask, sir.
Mr. Harper, lay in a course for Notar. All ahead slow.
And that's the story, Ian.
By the way, sir, thanks for getting us released into your custody.
That's not important. What is important is that what the hell is going to do about the situation? President McKinley is missing, the Liberals are breathing down Kiro's neck and whispering in his ear. And to top it all off, we have a Canis battle group crossing the border and preparing to violate Alliance space.
Kared's the one I'm worried about.
Eva, are you okay?
I'm fine. Security grilled us for a good 12 hours, but we couldn't tell them what had happened.
Well, to tell the truth, I received a tip-off a few minutes before the abduction actually happened.
What?
I've got an agent in the primary group of Imperial sympathizers for some time now. I've had notification that they were going to try and snatch the president, but it was too late to do anything to stop them.
You kept that close to your chest.
I'm sorry, Eva, but the less you knew, the better. You had to act as naturally as possible.
And where have I heard that before?
And it's well known you're close to the president. If you let anything slip...
I'd still have appreciated the warning, and now Ellen is in the hands of some fanatics.
She should be safe enough. Whoever has her won't risk harming her for the simple reason they know if they do, nothing in the universe would stop the Alliance hunting them down. They're just using her as insurance, so they can stall us for long enough.
That's the problem. Belinko is a good man, but he's deeply committed to peace. If Van Meyer presses the right buttons...
Admiral Monroe, there's a Priority 1 signal coming in from the Cerium tracking station on Notar Prime.
Patch it through here, Lieutenant.
Admiral, sorry to bypass standard channels and come to you this way, but we received override protocols this morning stating that if we detected anything unusual, we were to contact your office direct.
No problem at all, Commander. You did right. What is it?
Our long-range sensors have detected a large fleet of ships crossing the border zone between Imperium and Alliance territory.
I was wondering when they was going to show up.
We also detected a large explosion about 3 hours ago in the Arcanis belt. No sign of any vessels in the area, though.
Thank you, Commander. Keep monitoring those ships. If they start heading in your direction, make immediate preparations to evacuate.
Begging the Admiral's pardon, sir, but there's no way me or my crew are going to pull out of here. The fleet needs this fuel, and, well, we're aware that this has been a prime target for an Imperium incursion if things reverted to what they were like 13 years ago. We're staying, sir. Don't make me refuse a direct order.
Thank you, Commander. You're a brave man.
They don't pay us to be brave, sir, just to do the job we're supposed to do. And no talking dog is going to get within 100 miles of this place without your say-so, sir.
What kind of armaments you got, Commander?
Fences on top of the line, sir, but we should be able to hold off any attack for a couple of hours at least.
Sit tight, Commander. We'll get reinforcements to you as soon as we possibly can. Good luck. Monroe out.
A Canis battle group will flatten that place in about 5 minutes.
They won't risk attacking the refineries direct. One stray shot and they risk blowing the whole damn planet up, as well as the surrounding asteroid field. Nah, they'll posture and they'll threaten, they'll try to get them to surrender before they do that. Then they send in the ground troops.
Well, whatever they are planning on doing, we have to do something. We can't just let them sit out there on their own.
We're not.
Yes, sir?
Put me through to Hephaestus Station.
Go ahead, Admiral.
Commodore, I have a favor to ask, strictly off the record. More than likely highly illegal.
John, are you running a poker school again? After the trouncing you got last time?
Hush, John, this is serious. I need to know how many ships you have available right now.
Well, we have Destiny, but she's out for the count. No chance she'll be space-worthy for at least 3 months.
Yeah, I know about her. What about the rest?
There's a few scout carriers, a cruiser or 2, nothing major, about 10 ships all told.
Are the crews on station?
As far as I'm aware, none of them are more than an hour's travel away, if that's what you're asking.
Good. I want you to put out a general alert. Have all the captains stand by for a Priority 1 briefing in 2 hours.
Something I should know about?
That's as best you don't know, John. Just pass on the message. John.
Yes, sir?
Anybody asks, you don't know nothing. You got it?
My lips are sealed, Admiral. Hephaestus out.
Well, we got some ships available. Ain't gonna be nowhere near enough, but hell, beggars can't be choosers.
Once you get clear of the solar system, you should be able to put a call out to any ship within jump range of Notar to divert to your position.
You're not coming, Admiral?
No. Someone has to stay here and try and keep Kira from doing anything rash.
Yes, we will.
Eva?
Ian, I've known Valenko a long time. He'll listen to me. Over any crap that Von Meyer may have filled his head with. We'll go and see him together.
You never could admit defeat, could you?
Nope. Shall we go?
Best of luck, both of you. We'll try and keep Kirov off your backs long enough to get you out there. Though it's likely he'll try and issue orders to return as soon as he finds out what is going on.
Don't worry, Ian. Only thing that's going to make us stop is when we reach Notar.
Understand this. You can't disobey his direct orders. He is acting as the president and the head of the government, and he's not working against the Alliance. Remember that.
Understood, sir. Good luck to you too.
How's it coming, Chief?
Slow, sir. We'll have partial main power in about 30 minutes or so. Other than that, I can't say.
Huh. It'd be faster if I got out and pushed.
Now. I understand how you feel, Mr. Nolan, but we can't rush the Chief. He knows what he's doing.
That's as may be, sir. But even with the stealth field operational, I don't like the idea of us just sat out here like a slug on a sidewalk. It's like an invitation to trouble.
More problems, Mr. Frost.
We just lost the stealth field, sir.
Understood, Chief. Do your best. Mr. Nolan is a bit concerned about us being exposed.
Well, sir, he's the one who thought that firing a shoe out of my main gun was a good idea. The rubber melted on the way out and blocked some of our relays. It's causing shorts all over the system. I'd have been happier if it had been him instead of his boot, sir.
I'll be sure to pass on the message, Chief. Although if it hadn't been for him, it's doubtful any of us would be around to complain to. Ryan out.
I still think...
Message coming in on low-band frequency, sir. Priority 1.
Let's have it.
Jesus. It says the president's been abducted.
What?
It's coded Code Blue 0, sir. The designation we received from Admiral Carpenter as part of our standard comms code package.
I know what it is, Commander. What does it say?
President abducted. Suspect collaborators, possibly en route to Notar system. There's an added data packet, sir, coded Your Eyes Only.
Route it through to my terminal. Well. The sneaky buggers.
Sir?
It seems your prediction about our current state was bang on the money, Mr. Nolan. Helm, crank our sensors up to maximum range and angle them towards the border zone. Report, Mr. Harper.
Sensors are detecting a large group of vessels just entering the edge of sensor range, sir.
Designation.
Sir, it's a Canis war fleet.
I hate being right all the time.
Mr. Nolan, what have we got left to fight with?
Some light stuff, sir. That's all.
He's still got one shoe, if that's any use, sir.
I think we're way beyond firing footwear, Mr. Harper. Chief, how long till we have main power back online?
At least another 4 hours, sir. Can't bring it back any faster, we'll risk blowing the main reactor.
The most advanced ship in the fleet, and we're about as much use as a wet towel right now.
Sir, the fleet is changing course. They're heading directly towards us. Why here?
Isn't it obvious, Lieutenant?
Fuel, flyboy. The Kenneth are after our main fuel refineries.
Admiral Carpenter's on his way with a relief force. They won't arrive here for at least 6 hours, and that's only if they redline their jump engines the whole way.
We can't hold out for 5 minutes at the moment, sir. Not against a Canis battle group.
I'm well aware of that, Commander. We can't take them head on. There might be a way to delay them for a bit.
What have you got in mind, sir?
Well, if we can't fight our way out, maybe we can talk our way out.
My lord.
Report, Legionnaire.
All ships report we're on course for Notar Prime.
Has there been any word from our advance scout?
None, my lord. We fear it has been lost.
Lost? Impossible. The Alliance have nothing that could defeat that ship. Her captain has simply allowed greed to get the better of him, and is undoubtedly ransacking more Alliance shipping.
Sir, we are being hailed.
Hailed? By whom?
He claims to be the captain of an Alliance vessel that is protecting the Notar system.
There were no intelligence reports of any standing guard vessels here.
Put him through.
Canis Fleet, this is the USS Odyssey. You will stand to and cease your incursion into Alliance territory. Your approach is considered an act of war. If you do not comply, we will be forced to fire upon you.
Odyssey, Captain. This is the commander of the clan Saraki fleet. You are but one ship. How do you propose to stop us?
We might be one ship, Captain, but ask yourself this. Where's your sneaky little marauder, eh?
I do not know what you mean.
Oh, cut the bull, Captain. We both know that you had a stealth ship prowling around these parts for the best part of a week, taking out Alliance shipping, which, I have to say, is an act of war all by itself. But I don't see it anywhere about. Do you?
We have no such vessel.
I think you were expecting to meet it here, weren't you? And I think you're a little worried by now that it hasn't shown up. Am I right? So I am right. Well, I wouldn't hold your breath waiting for it, if I were you.
If we had such a vessel, what makes you think we would not know where it was?
Oh, I know where it is, all right. It's a cloud of vapor about 2 systems over. I'm sure your sensors can check, if you don't believe me.
Have sensors sweep the area. Quickly!
You can verify the fact it went kaboom afterwards. But for now, trust me, it's gone. And we're the ones that made it go away.
Your ship is incapable of...
Oh, come on now, Captain. Ship envy never got anyone anywhere. We both know I have nothing to gain by lying about this. This ship can and has defended our borders against a hostile force. And I'm just giving you fair warning that we are prepared to defend our borders against any other hostile forces we may encounter.
You are but one ship. We will sweep you out of space.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. But ask yourself this, Captain. How many ships will it cost you to take us down before we're destroyed? I know you're big on honor and battle and all that, but seriously, how many ships are you prepared to risk losing right now?
You are but one ship against our entire flotilla. You would not stand a chance.
Yeah, but the question is, how many of you would I take down with me? Who would be the first to go? Your flagship, perhaps? Want to chance your arm, Captain?
Sir, they're slowing.
Status report. Helm.
They're holding position on the outer rim of the system. They haven't powered down their engines or weapons, though.
Nice bluff, sir. Remind me never to play poker with you.
I wouldn't, Commander. He cheats like buggery.
Thank you, Mr. Nolan. Well, seems we've bought ourselves some time. Let's not waste it. Back to work, everyone.
Eva! It's so good to see you. I trust you are well?
As well as can be expected, given the circumstances. Valinko, we need to talk.
Please, feel free.
Alone?
I have no secrets from anyone, my dear. I am given to understand there has been far too much of that going on around here.
Look, Valinko. Intelligence has a good reason to suspect the President was snatched by the Canis, in conjunction with the threat they made about Notar.
So I have been made aware.
The President feels,
Acting President,
that any further exacerbation of the situation would be unwise at this time. We are just about to launch a meaningful dialogue with the Imperium.
Valinko, we can't be seen to be giving in to these threats. How will our allies react to the impression that will give?
You do have a valid point.
Sir, I would not...
Oh, be quiet. I have known Eva much longer than I have known you, and she speaks the truth. The Star Alliance and our other allies would indeed look poorly on us if we were to make unilateral peace gestures given the current situation.
Thank you, Valinko.
However, we cannot hold back the press and the diplomats indefinitely. I can give you 6 hours, no more. At that stage, we will reopen talks with the Canis.
That's insane.
6 hours will be enough. Thank you again, Valinko.
Eva, this is crazy. 6 hours is barely enough time to get the fleet out there.
Ian, in 6 hours, it will all be over one way or another. Let's just hope your people out there are up to the job you gave them.
Shuttle 40, you are clear to land.
Roger that, Vanguard. Have the captains meet me in the officers' lounge.
Now hear this. All senior officers, please report to the officers' lounge.
At ease, gentlemen, ladies. We don't have a lot of time to sit here jawing, so here's the score. There's a Canis fleet en route to the Notar system with an intention to take it. We're heading out there, and we're going to stop them.
I know all of you think that none of your ships are ready for a fight, but hopefully the show of force is all we need in order to steer them off.
We need to be ready to leave in the next 30 minutes. Your ship has engine difficulties. You're no good to us. You have to stay here. Otherwise, prep your crews. Be at the Jupiter jump point in half an hour. Dismiss.
Sir, final tuning is complete. You should have main power back online now.
About time. I was wondering what they were getting up to down there.
I understand your frustration, Mr. Nolan, but that's hardly appropriate.
Take it easy, Commander. Most of this crew has been with the ship for a good portion of her service life so far. I like to keep things a little more informal than usual.
Aye, sir.
Yes, Mr. Harper.
I'm detecting a narrow band transmission on a high-end frequency. It's set on a rotating pulse.
Where's it coming from?
Getting a fix now, sir. Showing as high on the port bow. It's moving in the direction of the Canis fleet from behind.
Seems our guests have arrived.
Sir?
That's an Alliance beacon, Mr. Leyland. An Alliance beacon that's aboard the ship that's carrying the President.
What?
There's an Alliance agent hidden amongst the mercenary crew on board that ship. I received notification of it not long after we met Travis's staff.
I have to protest, sir. You withheld vital information that...
Put a sock in it, Commander. I'm the captain of this vessel, and I didn't think it was appropriate for anyone else to be privy to that information until the right time, which is now.
It's a Canis diplomatic courier, sir. She's slowing. Sir, we're being hailed.
On screen.
Alliance vessel, you will stand aside and allow us passage to Notar Prime, or you'll risk the life of your leader.
God damn it. I knew that was coming. Canis vessel. I presume you're an officer of some rank, judging by your appearance. Be advised that the same warning is applicable to you that I gave your fleet commander a few hours ago. No one gets past us, except in flaming bits.
Fool! You dare to insult Grav, the Lord Holder of Clan Sarake? I will have the skin flayed from your hide and made into a cloak.
Heard it. Several times. Hardly original.
Captain...
Listen, whoever you are. Some pompous title doesn't mean I'm just gonna roll over and let you in. No one, and I mean no one, gets past this ship until Alliance ships arrive to reinforce this system. Capiche?
Surak. Surak. Why does that name ring a bell? Captain?
Not now, Commander. Don't you two start as well.
Sir, I really think you should see this.
Sir, it says here that Graf is the Lord Holder of Clan Surak.
Yes, he said.
It also says he's the appointed ambassador to the Alliance.
Big deal.
And he's the brother of the former Imperator.
The brother of the... Ambassador Grath of Clan Surak. I invoke the right of blood challenge. I'm the one who slew your son in battle 10 years ago. I am the one who chased his mangy hide into the depths of Coven. I declare you anathema and will not rest until you lie at my feet.
How can you?
I know my traditions, Captain. I have challenged Grath to battle. Will he accept my terms? Or will he cower like the mongrel he is?
Sir, what the hell are you doing?
You don't spend 3 years fighting an enemy day in, day out, and not spend time learning how he thinks and acts, Mr. Leyland. I have extended my challenge. Will Grath accept or not?
Sure. You are the one who slew my son with your cowardly tactics. I shall enjoy holding your beating heart in my hands as your blood washes around in my feet.
Yeah, heard it. Yes or no?
Of course. Yes.
Then we meet in an hour on the surface of Notar. No tricks. Just you, your second, your witnesses. And we'll settle this once and for all.
Captain, you can't fight a Canis warrior one-on-one in hand-to-hand combat. He'll tear you apart.
Ordinarily, I'd agree. But Grath has been a desk jockey for years. I'd stand an even chance against him, I reckon.
Sir, if you lose...
If I lose, we all lose. But we will honor the rules of the challenge. We have to. Those Canis ships will blast us to bits if we don't.
Name your terms, human.
Madam President, I'm Mark Ryan, presently commanding the USS Odyssey. It's a pleasure, ma'am.
Don't toy with my patience.
Keep your armor on. The terms are simple. You win, I die. You get Notar, and the fleet will withdraw. I win, I get the President back. Your fleet pulls back across the border immediately, and we go back to glowering at each other across the fence. No tricks, no funny business. Nice, simple, and straightforward.
Your terms are acceptable. My second has noted them. For you will not win, Kinslayer.
If you say so. And, oh, by the way.
What?
I can't help but notice there's a slight imbalance. You seem to have 4 people in your party. I only have 2 in mine. I think it's only fair we even things out a bit.
What?
Madam President, I believe you've already met my first officer.
Commander Rachel Albrecht, ma'am. Sorry for the subterfuge.
A spy? A spy on my own ship?
Yeah, sucks, don't it? Still, I'm not surprised you didn't cotton on to it. Commander Albrecht is very good at what she does.
You were an Alliance agent all this time?
Yes, ma'am. I did try to tell you, but when Van Meyer turned up...
Van Meyer?
You did not suspect one of your own? You should. Your race is worse than the Pangolians. They are easily bought.
Oh, look. All the rotten eggs in one basket.
Scuff all you want, Ryan. Even now my compatriots are arranging for this system to be handed over to the Imperium.
You scum! What did they offer you to make you turn traitor to your own race?
Surprisingly very little, actually. I just wanted to see the all-powerful Alliance knock down a peg or two at long last.
Enough talk. The challenge awaits. With whatever gods you worship, human.
More talk. Don't you ever do anything else?
I have waited 10 years for this, human. My family will regain their honor this day.
More talk. Don't you ever shut up?
Only when my fangs live at your throat.
The challenge is complete. You have triumphed, human. We will withdraw as per your terms. But know this. I and my kinsmen have marked you. From this day forward, we will not rest until your blood has been spilt in honor of our clan lord.
I've heard worse threats. And here's one for you. No matter where you try and hide, I'll find you.
Well, like you said earlier, Mr. Ryan, don't hold your breath. We'll see each other again, I'm sure.
Ryan here. Go ahead, Odyssey.
I thought you might want to hear this, sir.
This is Admiral Donald Carpenter of the Alliance Fleet to the Canis Fleet. You are in violation of the peace accords of 2459. If you do not withdraw, we will be forced to fire on you.
Mr. Nolan, contact Admiral Carpenter and tell him to stand down. We're on our way back to the ship. Well, that worked rather well, don't you think?
Well, Mr. Ryan, it's been a long time since I last saw you.
We've been busy on the refit of the Odyssey, ma'am.
So I hear.
I'm glad you were able to take that official blot off my record and officially reinstate me.
It's the least I could do with what you did for me. and the Alliance.
It's a shame that the public will never know the truth about it.
Have you seen the latest statement issued by the Wolfhaven Senate?
We deplore and of course decry the dishonorable actions of these renegades in their actions against the Alliance. Rest assured that we will not rest until they have been hunted down and executed for their part in these heinous activities.
Dishonorable actions. Yeah, right.
We know the plan all along was to deny it was official action by the Canis Navy if it went wrong. That's why they used graft to attempt it.
Yes. Intelligence suspected that he was a willing dupe for the Imperial government. He had enough hatred to be the perfect patsy for them, if it all went wrong.
Well, public opinion and Parliament are firmly behind the fleet again, after our victory in the elections. The Liberals took a beating over Van Meyer and his activities, and the members have censored them. With their leader a stooge for the Canis, and them merely handing over the Alliance's principal jump-drive fuel planets.
I'd hope they will be in favor with the public anytime soon.
It's Van Meyer that puzzles me, though.
How so, Captain?
I checked his record. Outstanding student, firm conviction with his beliefs, a staunch supporter of the war at the time. Then he turns traitor. I find...
Stranger things have happened, Captain. I doubt we'll ever really know.
Was everything prepared like I asked?
Yes, sir.
Alright, then you may leave me.
Planets failed, my brothers. Do not worry. Soon, war shall envelop the stars as it was foretold, and we will arise once again. And nothing, and no one will stand in our way.